Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of Hopefully We Won't Have Any Technical Issues during this reaction of Doctor Who. Hi, my name is Matt, also known as Haarute or Haarute Live, and yeah, let's just get into it. So last episode we killed the moon. Or did we? We didn't. But humanity chose to kill the moon, and then we didn't, because Clara decided not to. Alright, so last episode I wrapped up the review part of the video because it started raining and it's difficult to record anything while it's raining, but I think I talked about everything that needed to be talked about, but it was a silly episode. The moon turned out to be a giant alien egg that it's like unique. Instead of just a rock, it was an alien egg, and then the egg was born. The weird alien thing just flew the fuck off, and it laid another egg, which is the new moon. So that was the end of the episode. But we were in the moon. There were a bunch of spiders that were parasites feeding on like the egg thing. Fuck those spiders, man. Fuck those spiders. So I haven't read any comments about last episode because I haven't even edited it yet. I'm trying to stockpile on episodes because I might not be able to record new episodes for a while. So I'm trying to stockpile on them. So, but I hope you guys forgive me for the amount of difficulties I had with those fucking spiders. So, but then, what happened was that the moon, humanity came to blow up the moon with a bunch of nukes. Because the moon acting weird and cracking and whatnot and changing was severely affecting the Earth. So they just thought, well, fuck it, we're just gonna blow the moon up. And they went to do that, and then we realized the moon is actually an egg for an alien, and then humanity had to decide, do we blow up the moon, or do we let it live? Coming with the consequences of what might happen if we blow up the moon, or if we allow it to live, and what would happen with the egg cracks, and whatever the giant alien might do. But in the end, humanity chose to say no, I'm saying bullshit. Humanity chose to kill the egg because of course they did. We're just gonna fucking kill the moon, and that would be better than having the egg crack and fall on us and whatever the giant alien might do. But at the last second, Clara decided, no, we're not gonna kill this egg baby, this alien baby. We're not gonna do it. So she stopped the astronaut woman, and then at the moment she did that, the doctor showed up in the TARDIS and they're like, hey, come on over. And then they left, they went to Earth, and then they saw the egg open and the alien just fly away. Which is weird, because now that I think about it, it just moved naturally. Wouldn't that be super difficult to do with the giant size the alien was supposed to be? Whatever, moving on. The thing we need to talk about on that episode is that the doctor decided to fuck the fuck off. When they realized, okay, this egg is a baby, what are you gonna do? The doctor was like, I'm not telling you what to do. This is your choice. You're human. This is humanity's choice, not mine. So I'm just not gonna do anything. In fact, he just left. He had, I said it in the review of the episode, but if the doctor had just stayed around but refused to do any action, that would be okay. If he was a consultant. But the fact that he just said, this is not my choice, this is, you humans have to sort this out, and he just went on his TARDIS and pieced the fuck off and just disappeared for a solid 40% of the episode. Maybe not that much, but a significant amount. And he just showed up last second and was like, hey, congratulations, you chose right, you didn't kill it. And even though humanity chose to kill it and the astronaut woman was gonna kill it, and Clara last second hesitated and she stopped it, but Clara still could have gone either way. But yeah. And then the one thing that I feel, so the episode feels silly and it feels like it's rough for the 12th Doctor's characterization, but I do feel glad that they brought it back, for me at least, with the fact that Clara called him out on his bullshit. That's the thing that really struck to me about that episode. That's the part I really liked. Is that Clara thought, like, he said Clara just was super angry at the 12th Doctor. She was like, "What the fuck? Why did you leave?" And he was like, "Well, I was letting you make the choice. It was your choice. I wasn't giving you this space to do whatever you needed to do. It's not my place to tell you what to do." And he thought he was being respectful, being like that. But Clara's like, "No, I need you to actually help out. Not just leave us be and whatever happens, happens." Clara was like, I almost didn't stop the woman. Like, I could have gone either way. I almost chose wrong. Because things worked out, they turned out good in the end. But the reality is that anything could have happened, and you just decided to not be there. And she was super angry at him, and I think it's justified. I think Clara is totally right to be super angry at him. To be fair, and then in the end, she was like, "Fucking leave! Leave! I don't want to see you! Fucking leave!" And she just walked out of the TARDIS, and the Doctor just left. And then she had a talk with Danny when Danny was like, "It happened, didn't it?" Which is the thing Danny warned about on Caretaker at the end of the episode, basically. And Clara was like, "Yeah," but eventually they came to the conclusion that, like, he's not that bad. I think, like, that's the thing. They were like, Clara is not done with the Doctor because it still affects her. You know, like, Clara's still angry at him, and the reason why she's angry at him is because she still cares. Like, if she didn't care, she wouldn't be angry. So that was the conclusion. And then Clara just went home and drank wine like a fucked up mom. And then she looked at the moon, and I was like, for the rest of your life, you're gonna look at that moon and know it's a fucking egg. Yeah. But yeah, that was the end of the episode. And the thing about that episode is that it ended with Clara and the Doctor not being together. Like, the Doctor just left, and Clara literally just walked away from him and told him to fuck off. So this episode should be like a reconciliation episode, maybe. I don't know. They could do one of those. Did they do these episodes during the 11th Doctor, sir? I don't think they did. But during Tennant's era, I remember they did episodes where it was like, this episode doesn't feature a companion, or this episode doesn't feature the Doctor. You know, it's because I remember, there's the episode Love and Monsters. We all love that episode. That is a wonderful episode. And then that kept going, you know. Then we had, we have the amazing episode, what's the fucking name of it? Like, I know exactly what episode it is, but I want to remember the name. Blink! So we had Blink, which was Doctor and Companion Light. We had a completely separate story going on, and he was somewhat involved. But it was an amazing episode that proved that you didn't need the Doctor necessarily to just carry the episode. You could have an amazing episode that has some relevance to the Doctors and weird sci-fi shit, but you don't need him to carry it, you know? If the plot is good enough and the gimmick is good enough, it can carry on itself. Then we have that episode, I just saw somebody uploaded a reaction to it. What's the name of it? The episode during Series 4 where Tennant is on Midnight, I think was the name of the episode. Yeah, when he's in like a tourist train or something, and then there is a alien that imitates you and then like takes over, and Tennant like fell to it, and then a random woman like on the train realized what was going on, and she basically saved the day, and we never knew what the fuck that creature was. But that's good because you don't need to, and that was what made it really good. I don't think the 11th Doctor had this episode. Maybe I'm forgetting, but it would be crazy if we had an episode like that now. You know, Clara and Capaldi they fought, so maybe Capaldi just goes on his own for one episode, and I think that would be nice. I think that would be nice, just because it's a change of pace, I think. You know, without Clara drama, without Danny drama, and it's just the 12th Doctor doing whatever the fuck shit, and then we have like a cast of characters in the episode setting, and then we move on. You know, I do like moving on from episodes, you know. This episode was fairly heavy on drama episodes, I feel like. Episodes that do feel they need to be connected. Because we did have... So, of course, Deep Breath introduces you to the Doctor. Into the Dalek, it introduces us to the Doctor with Daleks. Then we had Listen. Then we had Caretaker. And Kill the Moon, I also feel like it was drama. So, I don't know. I do want an episode that is like... It's standalone. I just want an episode that is just standalone. I feel like the only episodes we had that were like that were Robert of Sherwood and Time Heist. I like both of them, but I want more. But yeah, let's get into this episode. Enough talk. Let's go.
Start the clock.
That's a mummy. 66 seconds, okay. Okay, there's a timer, there's a mummy, and there's a train. Cool.
Dressed as a mummy monster thing.
Who do you mean? Can't see him.
Oh. It only targets old people. It's just dementia setting in.
Stop him at once, right now.
Mama, there's no one there.
That'd be really freaky.
Is there a doctor? Sorry, I need a doctor. Sorry, I
So the thing is real in some form. Maybe mentally. Oh, she needs a doctor. She needs a doctor. A space train. Yeah. Okay, so Jenna Coleman is here. Mummy on the Orient Express. Alright, what the fuck? Both of them are dressed to the nines. Also, they're together. Fine, I guess everything I said is wrong then.
Completely faithful recreation of the original Orient Express, except slightly bigger and in space. Oh, and the rails are actually hyperspace ribbons, but in every other respect, identical.
Except for the fact that it's in space, it's good.
Most of the time.
That weird man with the weird eye patch thing and the big beard, he might be a character.
Yeah, I'm smiling.
That's the sad smile. It's a smile, but you're sad. It's confusing. It's like two emotions at once. It's like you're malfunctioning.
Sorry.
Okay.
I really thought I hated you, you know?
Well,
Okay, never mind. There is
planet,
a thing where it comes back.
planet of perpetual darkness.
I did hate you. In fact, I hated you for weeks.
Weeks later, okay.
Now that we cleared that up, there was also a planet that was made completely of shrubs.
I went to a concert once. I can't remember who it was. But do you know what the singer said?
Well, frankly, that would be an absolutely astonishing guess if I did know.
She said, hatred is too strong an emotion to waste on someone that you don't like.
That's true.
I don't hate you. I could never hate you. But I can't do this anymore, not the way you do it. Did something happen?
You mean you really don't know?
We just got here.
There's a body and there's a mummy. I mean, can you not just get on a train? Did a wizard put a curse on you about me?
That's the best guess someone has said about the Doctor.
Well,
And I'm sure it's true at some point.
suggests that it wasn't there. Dying brain, lack of oxygen, hallucinations. Anyway, people do just die sometimes. She was over 100 years old.
Says the 2,000-year-old man.
To our last hurrah.
Oh, last, yeah, but I mean, it's not like I'm never going to see you again.
Isn't it?
Is it?
I thought that's what you wanted.
To the last hurrah.
The last hurrah.
Everything's awkward.
So what are you saying? Just because he's brought me somewhere cool, I shouldn't dump him?
Well, one, you can't dump him because he's not your boyfriend. Two, dumping him sounds a little scorched earth. You still basically get on. I think you should just enjoy your space train.
I appreciate Danny.
This is not dangerous.
Because you know what this sounds like, don't you? No. Do tell me.
He's just arguing with himself.
Only the victim can see. I was being rhetorical. I know exactly what this sounds like.
He's just gonna go because that's him. He's just gonna go. That said, you know what we did the most awesome shit that I hope it happens at some point in some episode, is that we think there's a mystery. Okay, like we think something goes on, and we spend the entire episode trying to find out what the mystery is, and then at the end it turns out it was nothing.
Beautiful bit of kit, isn't it, sir?
Okay, what happened here?
Excelsior life extender. It's like driving around in a portable hospital.
Yes, well, it didn't do Mrs. Pitt much good, did it?
Got me there, sir.
This guy sounds like a smug asshole.
Perkins, chief engineer.
The doctor. Nosy Parker.
Pleased to meet you, Doctor. Of course, there's a rumour that someone or something else might be responsible.
Are you okay? Hello? Excuse me?
Is she cursed by the mummy now?
They won't let me see her body. They should let me see her body, shouldn't they?
Okay, no, it's...
Yeah, I should think so. It's in there, is it? Okay, I have a friend who's really good with locks. Do you want to come with me, see if we can find it? Or you could do that, because
I mean, it worked.
that works, too.
Emil Moorhouse, Professor of Alien Mythology. I'm the doctor. Pleased to meet you. So, the most interesting thing about the foretold. Go.
Well, it would have to be the time limit given before it kills you. I can't think of another myth where it's so specific. How does it go? The number of evil twice over, they that bear the foretold stare, have 66 seconds to live.
No. Nice try. Very atmospheric, but that's not it. Try again. The myth of the foretold first appeared over 5,000 years ago. In some stories, there is a riddle or secret word that is supposed to make it stop. Some characters try to bargain with it. Or for riches, confess sins, all to no avail.
Well, you said in a little mythology.
I know a lot. Because from time to time, it turns out to be true.
So that was the 66 timer we saw. Oh, someone else is in it.
Appeal, isn't it?
And we have a real life timer.
Earth legends are such dry, dusty affairs are always fiction. But up here, in the stars, anything's possible. That's why I chose this field, to be honest. Hoping one day I might meet a real monster.
He's gonna die, probably.
But you still haven't answered my riddle. What's the most interesting thing about the foretold?
Well, you can't run from it, that's for sure. There are accounts of people trying, but it never works. No matter how far you run, it's always right there behind you.
It's just gonna go through the wall. No, it's behind you. It's always behind you, yeah.
It was a heart attack. And if I hear anyone spreading rumors to the contrary, they'll be getting off at the next station, termination papers in hand. Are we clear?
You know why I wanted to see her body? Because you loved her very much and were missing her? You obviously never met her. Like, I'd been picturing her dying for years, like a daydream.
Gotcha.
Not really meaning it, at least I don't think I did. But now, it just feels like I made this happen. You didn't do anything wrong. They're difficult people. And they can make you feel all sorts of things.
She's talking about the doctor.
She just died.
Well, she got cursed by a mummy.
Sure about that.
So. Why is there a fucking sarcophagus on the goddamn tree?
We knocked about together, we travelled, and now we're stopping. This is, I don't know. Goodbye to the good times.
66 seconds. Fits the myth. You see the lights flicker?
Yeah, the lights went in the kitchen as well, just before the chef saw it.
In all of the accounts, conventional weapons have no effect on the foretold. It's immortal, unstoppable, unkillable.
So, okay, here's a thought, and I thought about this a little bit ago. What would happen if you, A,
Computer, can you open the door, please?
Call me Gus. I'm afraid this door can only be opened by executive order.
Get it.
I think we might not be alone in here. There's a sarcophagus.
Get in there.
I think we might just be about to find out.
Oh no.
Turns out Sonic is working, just not on the door.
Oh fuck, it's ticking down. Coming for who? Coming for who? For her? For the other woman? For no one in this room because they haven't seen it yet. Okay, it's not here.
It's okay, it's
Behind her!
bubble wrap.
With the lights.
Doctor,
Someone else.
open the door.
My friend's inside.
Then they're in trouble too.
18, 17, 16. Okay.
What do you think you're doing, man?
I don't know if shooting in the middle of a train in outer space is gonna do anything. And it's dead.
It turns out it's 3. The amount of people that had to die before I stopped looking the other way.
Thank you.
Alright, so this is the point where we tell the passengers, hey, there's a mummy curse going on.
Experts in alien biology, mythology, physics.
Everyone has to come together to figure it out.
To analyze this thing, I'd pick you. And I think somebody has. Someone of immense power and influence has orchestrated this whole trip. So are you going to step out from behind the curtain? And give us our orders?
The engines, they've stopped.
Oh.
And the facade drops away because what use are a bunch of scientists without a lab?
Fake people! No?
No.
No, fake people, yeah!
Holograms.
That's Einstein?
Here. Fake passengers to make
Is that motherfucking Einstein, bro?
Right, they're scarred.
Last time I saw you, you were saved by the 7th Doctor.
But even if they agree to this, how are they supposed to study a creature that they can't even see? We don't even know what the species is. Perkins, start the clock.
Approximately 1.8 meters tall.
Okay, where is it coming from?
In the flesh isn't nearly
Oh no.
just what it might. Oh dear heart cheese, but can you see details?
Yes, yes, of course, of course. Well, it just looks like a man in bandages.
This would be the worst thing.
Oh, right.
You're gonna die, 50 seconds, and he's just like,
Listen, you can see this thing. We can't. Tell us what you can see. Even the smallest detail might help us save the next one.
The next one.
shut up! Shut up and talk!
Well, that is implied, isn't it? Yes, this is probably the end for you. But make it count. Details, please.
Come on.
Flesh. Some of it 30 seconds. Leathery, ancient looking. Peat bog preserved.
Keep talking. Don't waste this chance.
I want to bargain for my life. It's as if you find the right word, if you make the right offer, then it lets you go.
This is not a myth. This is real. Forget your superstition. Tell us what you can see.
This is my life, my death. I'm gonna fight for it how I want. I give you
I'll
10
be-
seconds, so I confess all my sins. I give you all my worldly goods. Only please, please, please.
Zero.
We apologize for any distress you may have just experienced. Counseling is available on request. On the bright side, I'm sure you've all collected a lot of data. Well done, everyone.
It's recording every death.
Of course it is. That's why we're here. To study our own demise. So let's get to work. Come on. Chop, chop.
Let's go, Einstein, I believe in you. I mean, it's not Einstein because it's like the future, but he sure as hell looks like Einstein.
Clara Oswald.
Okay, So, first things first, sarcophagus is actually a secure stasis unit.
Yes, it's where they want us to put the foretold if we capture it.
Well, that would have been good to know.
Sorry, a teeny bit busy around here. What else?
Please terminate your call and return to work.
I have some paperwork. Passenger manifest from other ships. Maisie recognised a couple of the names. These are missing ships.
So we're not the first.
No.
Oh.
Please terminate your call and return to work.
So this thing has been putting up a bunch of teams together to solve this thing.
Foretold. All died. Performance marked as poor.
Warning, decompression imminent. Please vacate the area. Please terminate the call and return to work.
I think you should do as it says.
Clara, I have to go.
I'm sorry. I know that must have been distressing for you. But if you are disobedient again, I will decompress another area containing less valuable passengers.
Less valuable passengers. How does it choose?
Well, I'm assuming qualifications.
No, not the computer. The foretold. How does it choose who to kill? We've assumed it's random. What if it's not? I want full histories on all the victims. Medical, social, personal.
Well done.
Don't mention it.
Fuck you, Gus.
The first victim. She was over 100 years old.
You keep looking at
Frailest
fucking
passenger
Einstein.
on board.
No, but the next to go, the chef, was young and fit.
Yeah.
It's random.
The chef was ill.
What?
Rare blood disorder. Not contagious, but we kept it quiet.
Because he worked with food. The next one, the guard.
He wasn't ill as such, but he did have synthetic lungs implanted last year.
Professor Morehouse. Seems he was physically fine, but suffering from... Here we are. Regular panic attacks after a car crash last year.
So mental.
First, sensing the illness somehow. The fake orders, even psychological issues. But this is good news, because it means we can work out
Who's the most freaked the fuck out or falling apart? The woman! The blonde woman!
I was a self-survivor. Not a scratch on me. A post-traumatic stress.
Or him.
Nightmares.
Yeah, buddy, a bunch of broken people here.
Well, of course not for you, because you're going to die. But I mean, for us, from a research point of view.
You know, for a doctor, your bedside manner.
Oh, well, there goes our head start. Perkins, stop.
It's not him.
What can you
It's
see?
him, okay.
Almost feels. For the record, it didn't even flick.
My clothes.
Oh, that's freaky.
Right through you. Like a ghost. It's teleported away. Behind me.
Well, technically not behind you if you're staring at it.
Still suppose it's not a bad way to go. Blood pumping. Enemy at the gates and all that. And thank you, Doctor, for waking me up. It's reaching for me. Hands on my head.
This guy was useful.
Teleporter, that means tech. Then 66 seconds to do what? 66 seconds? That seems very, very specific. Too specific for one guy. So what? More tech? What? More? A countdown clock? Something charging?
A man just died in front of us. Can we not just have a moment?
No, because someone else will die
We
then.
can't do that. We can't mourn. People with guns to their heads, they cannot mourn. We do not have time to mourn. Everybody, what takes 66 seconds to charge up or to change state? Anyone? Am I surrounded by idiots? If only I could see this thing.
Don't even joke about that.
I'm not joking about it. 1 minute with me, and this thing, it will be over.
I can't tell if you're a genius or just incredibly arrogant.
Well, on a good day, I'm ancient tech. This thing has been around for centuries. How? Tech that keeps it alive.
The thing that we saw at the beginning.
Drains energy from the living.
But incorporated into himself?
He's been leached of almost all energy on a cellular level. The heart attack is just a side effect.
It's not just a mummy, it's a vampire.
Yeah, it's a fucking vampire.
Metaphorically speaking. Moving energy out of phase, that takes about a minute, doesn't it?
That's why Only the victims can see it. It takes them out of phase so it can drain their energy. You, sir, are a genius. This
You're literally phased out of reality.
apart from what it is and how it's doing it.
It forces you.
Gun there with the you're a genius. That explains everything with a mark.
Doctor, I think we know the next victim.
She's next. Every simulation we've run confirms it.
Okay, but we're in here, and if we stay in here, that thing can't.
This thing can teleport. We need her here. Even the computer agrees.
Okay, so you can save her, right?
Of course not. Why would you think that? This is another chance to observe it.
As it kills her.
Of course, as it kills her. If it happens in there, it'll be a waste. So bring her to us.
He says he can save you.
I knew he could get us out of there. I told you, he's a good man.
She believes in him.
Yes, he is.
Question: wouldn't just all of us be able to just get in the TARDIS and piece the fuck out?
Here, thought about getting inside, hiding, pulling the levers and hoping for the best. But we couldn't even get in. There was a force field around it.
It's probably Gus trying to block her escape route.
Okay,
You know what it
that
is?
answers
If
my
he knows what it
question.
is, then he knows what you are.
Well, he has tried to entice me here before. Free tickets, mysterious summons. He even phoned the TARDIS one. You know how difficult.
You knew this was no relaxing break. You knew this was dangerous.
I didn't know. I certainly hoped.
Okay, this. You said this. This is why I'm leaving you. This because you lied. You lied to me again, and now you've made me lie. You've made me your accomplice.
What? Sorry. When did you lie?
I'm so sorry.
All of that is your grief, your trauma, your resentment. Now, it's mine.
All right.
It's gone.
No, it's not for me. Because now it thinks I'm you. I know. I'm so pleased to finally see you. I'm the doctor and I will be your victim this evening. Are you my mummy? My time is up. So are there...
References.
Oh, you really didn't like your grand, did you? Something visible under the bandages. By the way, you weren't being paranoid. She really did poison your pony. Markings like the ones on the scroll. Oh, it's your father. Sorry. A tattered piece of cloth attached to length of wood that you were killed for. 30 seconds. That doesn't sound like a scroll. That sounds like a flag. And if that sounds like a flag, if this is a flag, that means that you are a soldier. Wounded. Never got more. Thousands of years ago. But they've worked on you, haven't they, son? They filled you full of kit. State-of-the-art phase camouflage. Personal teleporter. 10 seconds. And all that tape inside you, it just won't let you die. Will it? It won't let the war end. It just won't let you stop until the war is over. We surrender! Zero.
I can see it again.
It's okay.
The I surrender is
Do I start the clock? No.
because I surrender means the war is over.
Clock is stopped. You're a lead soldier. He's not the only one.
We were fighting back.
So is he.
Listen, what I...
David, we're not out of the woods yet.
What?
Well, Gus, I think we saw...
Okay, so what do we need to do?
Gus, I think we solved your
Who is this Gus entity?
ancient soldier being driven by malfunctioning tech.
Thank you so much for your efforts. They are greatly appreciated. Unfortunately, survivors of this exercise are not required.
I'm taking no way out.
My enemy's enemy.
He's gonna use the thing that is gonna...
Built-in teleporter.
Great, so use it.
Oh, right, he can teleport. Hurry the fuck up. Alright, we got out before that. Definitely. That would be an anticlimactic end to all of these characters.
Oh, hello again. Sleep well?
Weren't we just on a train?
Oh, that was ages ago.
And?
And what? Oh, and we got off the train. Oh, well, the teleporter worked eventually. Beamed everyone into the TARDIS. No casualties. Just a bevy of sleeping beauties. I tried hacking Gus from the TARDIS, find out who set this all up. I really didn't like that. Set off some fail-safe thing. up the train.
Okay, so that's what happened.
Blew up the train.
Blew up the train. But we got away. I dropped everyone off at the nearest civilized planet, which happened to be here. You seemed happy asleep, so I just left you.
So, when you lied to Maisie, when you made me lie
I
to
couldn't
Maisie,
risk us finding out my plan and stopping me.
So you were pretending to be heartless.
Half and half.
I couldn't save Quail, I couldn't save Moorhouse. There was a good chance that she'd die too. At which point, I would have just moved on to the next, and the next, until I beat it. Sometimes the only choices you have are bad ones, but you still have to choose.
I didn't notice you got a couple of drive stacks need replacing.
Oh, you did? Did you?
Yeah, should get someone in. And a job like that takes forever.
Really? Well, I suppose whoever I did get in might just be easier to have them stay on board for a while. I don't suppose you'd know of anyone.
No, sorry, Doctor, but I don't think I do.
I know it's scary and difficult, but do you love being the man making the impossible choice?
Why would I?
Because it's what you do. All day, every day.
It's my life.
Doesn't have to be. Is it like
what?
an addiction?
Well, you can't really tell if something's an addiction till you try and give it up.
And you never have.
Let me know how it goes.
So, is it done?
Yep. Mission accomplished. Listen, I can't talk now, but I'll see you soon, and, I love you.
I love you too.
Huh. Now I'm coming for taste.
Okay, see you soon.
He's fine with it.
Sorry.
Danny, he's fine with the idea of me and you knocking about. It was his idea that we stop, but he's decided he doesn't mind, and neither do I. Oh, to hell with the last hurrah, let's keep going.
It's a big change of heart.
Yeah, they happen.
Seriously?
Look, as long as you get me home safe and on time, everything is great. I am so sorry. I've had a wobble. It's a big wobble, but it's fine. Forget about it now. Shut up and give me some planets.
Well, I'm glad
No, shut up and give us some planets.
You know that
Let's go.
Next time. Alright, stopping. Alright. Fuck, man. That power outages in the middle of the reaction was the worst. Fucking stop the power after the reaction. It was like, I don't know, how much time was that? Like 7 minutes before it ended? Like, fucking stop it during the review. I can redo the review, not the reaction. It messed up with the whole flow of the video. Like, I lost like a minute or 2 minutes that are possibly the most crucial minutes of the entire reaction. Okay, so I didn't lose the video of it, but I did lose the good audio of it, which is bad. So again, I want to apologize for that. But there were countries be like that sometimes. That's how it be sometimes. That's how it be in this bitch of an earth. But this is what we're gonna have to deal with now and in the future moving forward. I do need to get like a stabilizer, whatever you call it in English, which is it's the thing in order for if the power goes out, my computer doesn't just die. So at least I can like manually stop the video, the audio recording, so then it saves it properly instead of just trying to recover what was salvageable, which is like everything but missing the last minute and a half, 2 minutes, which is, it can be bad doing reaction stuff. So again, apologies. Now moving to the actual review of the episode, I want to say I really like this episode because the idea of it all is very interesting. So it's like, alright, we got a bunch of doctors and scientists and archaeologists and like a lot of people that are very knowledgeable on their respective fields, and that is basically steam fuels, I guess, and everyone is here. Everyone is just hanging out. Everyone is just having a good time in this like train through space that seems to be super cool. But then it's like, well, it actually wasn't a train. It was just a moving lab, so we can figure out what the fucking deal with this mummy is. And it's not even like, so in my mind I was making like, okay, this computer, this gas entity, because I didn't think it was a computer at first. I was like, is this an entity? And I was like, this entity is probably someone that is being chased with this mummy, but they found like a way to get around it. But the mummy is forever chasing this person, and this person is like locked and doing this thing that stops him from dying, and the only thing they could do was organize this thing where everyone could come together and solve it, saving Gus to begin with. But no, it wasn't like that. It was just that this Gus entity was just an entity that threw all of these people in a puzzle and was like, figure it out. Because figure it out like a sadist, just watching people die. And it's like, wow, I did not think that's where this was going, but I appreciate it nonetheless because it wasn't what I was expecting. I was like, oh, some mummy curse, whatever, on a train, and then it's like, no, there is a mummy curse, but it wasn't even a train kind. Well, it was a train, but not really. Come on. I did like, okay, so I was like, we're gonna have an episode where McLaren and the Doctor are just gonna have to like sort everything out, and they kind of did, I guess, at the end. Like, I thought it was gonna be another drama episode, but it wasn't. It was more like an adventure mystery episode with some drama in it, especially at the end and at the beginning, I guess. So at first I was like, oh, they're just traveling together again, and then it's like, no, this is the last travel they're gonna make because Clara decided to just fucking leave. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't get it at first, but then I was like, okay, this is the last time. And they came here to like celebrate like a last travel to some place nice, I guess. Even though the Doctor just took her to a place he knew was, well, he didn't know. He hoped it was dangerous. But whatever. They just, yeah, that's what happened. And then they were separated for like most of the episode, like almost to the end. They were completely separated. Clara and this other woman, I forgot her name. It was something with an M and an I. And they were locked into this room with a sarcophagus, but the sarcophagus was just a sarcophagus. Like, there was no mummy with it. And I did like that the Doctor, like, formed his own, like, team to solve the mystery. Like, he grabbed this person. I don't remember his name. I don't remember anyone's name here, sorry. But this person that was like really knowledgeable on this like story field, and he was like, this curse is real, we need to make a team. So then they teamed up. Then the guy, I forgot his name, the guy that was at the very end with the hat, the guy that worked at the train, he was also there. I suspected him, but I guess it's fine. Like, he was just along for the ride. He was just kind of wacky, but he wasn't evil. Well, was he? We don't know that, but I think he's fine. And then we have the commander guy, not the commander, like the captain of the train, who used to be a soldier, and then the Doctor didn't hate him because he used to be a soldier. Like, he certainly didn't love him, but he didn't like crucify him just because he used to be a soldier. Like he did with Danny. Or that other woman. Well, I guess he got along with that other woman until the end when he was like, no, you can't come. It was Danny, the one that he ridiculed the most. I still don't like that. It's funny because people have commented on like the previous video, the release, from my point of view. And they wrote like 8 paragraphs explaining the whole soldier thing, and I'm sitting here like, I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel like it's too much still. I still feel like it's too much. Like, with the soldier lady, I guess that I could get because, like, he didn't hate her. He didn't hate them. You know? There was even a soldier lady that died in order for everyone to be able to solve the puzzle. I remember her. And she was super nice, and she even said something like, this is my name, don't forget her. Please save everyone, something like that. And he was like, I won't forget. Like, he was very respectful. But with Danny, Danny was like, I was a soldier at some point. Like, he wasn't even bragging about it. Someone else was like, yeah, he served years ago. And he was like, yeah, I did. Now I'm a math teacher. And then he was like, Matt P. Like, he keeps being an asshole. And I'm like, okay, so they keep painting the doctor to be such an unbelievable prick. Like, for the last, like, 3 episodes, he's been nothing but an asshole. Like, almost like in a curve going upwards, you know? He's been an asshole, and then an even bigger asshole, and then a complete asshole. But to be fair, in this episode, it turns out that he was being an asshole just so the computer wouldn't suspect anything, that he actually wanted to save everyone. But still, it's a little bit... Alright. But it was pointed out to me that since episode 1, since Deep Breath, we did have that thing where the doctor was like, did it kill the robot thing, or did it make it commit suicide? And even if it did make it commit suicide, that's still, like, not great. But it's like, we'll see. I guess this doctor is the most morally gray doctor we've had for a while. I do remember, I said before, my favorite doctor, I think, is the 7th Doctor. And he has been known to blow up some planets, you know? Like, he has been known to be kind of a mastermind. And I'm pretty sure that in some of the audiobooks or some of, like, the comics, it's been documented that doctors do not like the 7th Doctor. So I wonder where they stand with Capaldi, but we haven't seen Capaldi's development yet. We've seen a fraction of it. Again, this is only series 8. This is the first season with Capaldi, and he has, I believe, 3, because I think 11 is where the 13th Doctor shows up. So yeah, we have 8, 9, and 10 to go. So there's some Capaldi stuff we have yet to see, most of it actually. But for now, he kind of feels like an asshole, because it's weird, because at the beginning I didn't feel him like he was that much of an asshole, just a little bit. It just got worse in this, like, later episodes we've been seeing in the season. It just got progressively worse, but it's like it doesn't put me off from this character, because Capaldi's so fucking good though. I said this before, Capaldi is so good. He's carrying this doctor character so good. Like, because, like, Capaldi, I think as a human being, he's super chill. I think he's super nice. And the fact that he's making this character be such a dickhead, it's like, and such an arrogant asshole, and make it work, it's like, it's good. It's so good. So good. Okay, dialing it back a little bit, the drama and Clara Doctor aside. Well, so anyway, the drama with Clara and Doctor got resolved, which is just Clara going, I don't want to live. And she was like, hey, Doctor, and she just bullshitted some excuse to continue traveling. And she was like, yeah, show me some planets. I don't remember what she said, but it was like, show me some planets, shut up. And I'm like, yeah, show her some planets. So Clara's still around because, like, I don't think Clara was gonna leave this early. I think Clara sticks around for a little bit. I'm not sure until the end of this season or next season. I think next season. I could be wrong. I could be heavily wrong, but Clara's gonna stick around for a little bit. Confirmed by this episode, I guess. She's not gone just yet, which is, it's good. Good. So I do like the mystery with the mummy. I do like what the solution ended up being, which was the reason why the mummy continues to teleport and show up behind you at all times is because it had a teleporter in it. But it wasn't just a teleporter, it was some kind of technology that made it to continue to be alive. Like the thing that we saw at the beginning of the episode, which I guess it wasn't really that relevant, but it's technology that exists that manages to keep you alive. And in this case, it kept this mummy alive for whoever know how many years. Was it like 5,000 years maybe? I think I heard that. But yeah, basically kept the mummy alive for so many years. And the thing with that mummy is that mummy used to be a soldier. So the war just never ended for this creature. They were bound to continue to find the weakest target and eliminate them. And just do that forever. Until the war would be over. And when the war is over is when the mummy is attacking this target, which is the doctor, and the doctor was just like, we surrender. If you surrender, war is over. Like the mummy was relieved, and then he did like a salute, like an Egyptian soldier salute. I don't know, and it just plop. It just fell apart, and it was like, yeah, it's solved. And I did like that because it's like, I do like when the antagonist of the episode is not. It's not just this evil monster of evilness and darkness, and that's it. You know, I like when there's some detail to it that also explains why they're the way they are. And that's the case with this mummy. This mummy doesn't necessarily want to kill all these people just because they want to kill them. It's just that they have to because they're a soldier, and like the technology that keeps them alive like forces them to continue doing the same thing over and over again until it's released from duty, basically. And when it's released from duty, it's like, fucking thank God, I'm out. Bam! You just plop. And that's good. I did like that as well with Madame Braxis was her name during Time Heist. I did like that. Because we did have this antagonist, which was, you know, the owner of the bank. And then it was like, well, she's the one that set this whole heist together from the very beginning. So it's like, and it also gives you insight as to what the character is, or more specifically is going to become. Like, it adds a different layer of depth, which is something I can appreciate. It's not just some random dumb evil monster that's going to destroy the world like it was with Caretaker. Because, like, fuck that monster, who gives a shit, you know? Like, make something interesting for me. This movie was interesting, I can appreciate that. I do appreciate that Danny's just there and he's just rolling with all of this. You know, that's always good. I did like that back in the day with Rose and Mickey and Jackie. That was her name. They just knew about the doctor, and they would just hear the doctor. So it would be like, hey, they're visiting. You know, like I did like that a lot. And then also with Wilfred's school, I really liked Wilfred. But yeah, I do appreciate that, and that's here. Oh, and I forgot his name. Arthur Derville is Rory's actor's name. What was the name of his dad, of Rory's dad? I don't remember his name, but he also knew about the doctor, and he also was like, yeah, you gonna do your thing because it's cool. You know, he was cool with it. So yeah, that guy was also really cool. But anyway, I think we're done. I think we're done for this reaction. I do think it's really funny how at the beginning of the recording session, I was like, hopefully there won't be any technical issues this time. Because before I just unplugged my headset, which I'm not gonna do now because I'm still recording audio, but I just unplugged it because of the fucking spiders, and that messed up with the recording of the audio, but like, you know, I can save it. But this episode, power just died. Fuck you. Electricity just goes down. The fucking mic recordings get fucked up. The video, like, I have to resync the whole thing. Everything goes to shit. And it's the worst. But it's really funny how it was like, maybe this episode there won't be any issues, and it was the worst episode of all. Fuck me. I literally jinxed myself. I was cursed by a wizard. Oh my fucking god. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe. You can also check out the other stuff I've done. You can check out my other gaming channel or the Twitch, which have been kind of on hold for a little bit because of internet issues, but whatever. They're there. Yeah, comment, like, it's all good. Take care. I'll see you next time.